Turbo says clap your hands, just like that. Oh. Oh yeah. This is why Logon Cafe is beloved. That's the reason.
Well, hello, slapperheads. Is somebody gonna slap a number on this, baby?
I don't know what episode it is. I never know.
I'm gonna bet that it's SlapperCast episode 261. But that's just me. I could be wrong. No. Anyway, welcome to SlapperCast. This is gonna be quite an interesting episode. I've asked the lads to shut their pie holes.
He said just smile and nod, so I'm gonna do that.
I'm on my way to Beaumont. Oh, come on, people. Look.
Welcome, and we are on our way to a place called Beaumont. And it's a wonderful little joint called the Logon Cafe. And our good friend Chantel runs that place. Amazing, great food. You've got good coffee. Weird. And they do brunches, they do dinners, they do all kinds of good food, and staff's always great. Love it there. So we're on our way, and what do you guys got to say for yourself? Anything?
I'm driving myself because times have changed. It used to be that Patrick and I lived, about 12 minutes away from each other. But Patrick now lives in Huntsville, right by Lake Livingston. Turbo lives in the Woodlands. So when we have gigs that are north of us, it makes sense for me to drive up and carpool with Turbo. When we meet Patrick in Huntsville, then we proceed to our show. But a day like today, we're playing in Beaumont. It doesn't really make sense for me to drive an hour, 90 minutes up to Huntsville when it literally takes me 90 minutes to get to Beaumont. So I'm just driving myself. Turbo also is just driving himself because it's kind of the same problem. And Patrick suggested that we record some SlapperCast bits on our own. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to prevent my phone from falling off my dashboard. So hopefully we don't all die.
We had a night last night in a place called Huntsville, just north of Houston, with a couple of amazing bands. Kids, if you're not going out watching live music, you're missing out. A band called Crushing Plains out of Houston. Another band called Southern Honeycut. And then the last band I'm going to screw up. They were a late addition to the band, but they're out of Galveston. Amazing, like a really diverse lineup. I say diverse. It was all bands were very, very rock based. First band, Crushing Plains, were very punk rock, three-piece husband and wife team, and bass player James, and just very original. Crushing Plains out of Houston, check them out. And then it was Southern Honeycut, great performance, hard rock, a little bit of that 90s kind of feel, but good players, really, really nice guys. Our good friend David running sound. David, not Craig, Chad, calling him out from the stage. Anyway, Chad wrote his name in the restroom in lipstick, and so we screwed it up. His name is David. Great sound guy. He worked with us the last time. A music fan, just a very attentive sound man, which is what you want. Just all in all, a very, very fun night. It's a great room. It's called the 12th Street Bar. Our thanks to Paul Shadle for putting it all together. And then the last band was called oh, goddamn, I can't think of it right now. I should have looked it up. Anyway, they're out of Galveston, and I want to say it's two brothers and another singer. So three in the front, bass, guitar, and a drummer. Great original stuff. Very, very entertaining. There's a lot going on there, but I had a great time. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And really want to build something in Huntsville with 12th Street Bar. I love that place. Just good clientele, and obviously it's college town, so it's well worth a visit. And they do free pool some nights, they do karaoke some nights, they do rock bands essentially. And there's a little restaurant around the corner. I happen to know somebody that works there. The food is phenomenal. I had a chicken Caesar salad before I went in, and it was actually the only thing I ate. So let's put an asterisk on that. I'm going to go back when I'm not starving. But it was, the service was tremendous. The food was outstanding. The atmosphere is indescribable. You have to go check it out. But the restaurant is called Sam's Table. It's on the square in Huntsville, downtown Huntsville. I want to also point out too, there's a very wonderful story behind that place. Our dear friend Sandy Edmonds, she used to own that place. Sandy Bates Edmonds, excuse me. And she is, she's now up in a place called Wax Your Hatchie or Wax Her Hatchie or something. I don't know where it is. It's close to Dallas, so it all gets very blurry and very forgettable around there. So, but she used to own that place, and we played there many moons ago. The original lineup, was it original lineup? Yes, original lineup. Very strange because it was an L-shaped stage, so we were all kind of in a corner. But that was a very early gig, and it's surreal to go back in there. And it's a restaurant, a fine restaurant, Sam's Table in Huntsville, Texas. Check it out. Also, wow, a lot of fucking talk. You guys still? All right, good. Man, they both got, it's very, I would show you a picture, but I don't want you all to get turned on. The two of them are sitting side by side, and they've got each other's thumb in the other one's mouth, and it's so cute. It's actually how they sleep. But it's why they call it the rhythm sexy and not anything else. Anyway, so, all right. I can't look. Here comes dinner.
And here we are in Beaumont. Oh.
You've entered the parking lot for your destination.
I've entered the parking lot. Thank you. I was wondering what this was. So, that's where we're playing. And I'll talk to you later.
This is Craig on the bass. Put your hands together, please. I'm not sure that's his name, but we're going to call him Craig tonight. Actually, we're going to call him Craig for the next 3 weeks. We were at this lovely place, and I was trying to talk to these women, and Chad said her name is Craig, and I went over and I started talking to her. Turns out her name wasn't Craig, so this is my friend Craig on the bass.
Alright, so here we are on the road home. A dark and lonely road back to Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is sexy time. This is Beaumont. You can't spell sexy time without Beaumont, Texas. I'll show you why. Oh, baby.
Motherfucker went to Waffle House without me.
Anyway, here we are again. Why do I keep coming in again? Well, a few funny stories. 85 in a 65 and mouthful of Waffle House. They have a new quinoa vegan wrap. It's marvelous. Don't ask for it. Anyway, a cop pulled out, and as I was getting ready to pull over, he put his lights on, but he turned around, so he got a better call. Anyways, fucking deer. So, back to the other story here on SlapperCast. Man, that was too close. My phone just warped.
If you're just joining us, our friend Craig is running sound over here. Big hand for Craig in from Austin. Do you live here now? Okay, he lives here now. He lives at 14 Elmwood Drive. And we're all going there to his house afterwards. He has a lot of alcohol. He's just putting this up. Thank you, Greg.
Yeah, so Chad comes running up and goes, sound guy's name is Craig. Okay, cool. 17 times throughout the night. Hey, thanks, Craig, and sounds great, blah, blah, blah. I got a text today from the owner. Sound guy's name is David. I said, that's close enough. If you're a bass player, that's pretty fucking close.
Anyway, so here's the deal. Last night when we played in Huntsville, the sound guy whom we'd worked with before, but you know, we never can remember people's names. Couldn't remember the sound guy's name. So he asked me to send him a logo or something that he could put on the screen behind us. So he suggests that I airdrop it to him because we both had iPhones. So he comes up and he does the tap thing, which I had never done that before. Airdropping with the tap feature. It's really cool. It does this crazy animation effect. But I swear, right before that, a little circle pops up and says Craig on it. I swear to God. So I just assumed that was his name. I only realized now that was probably somebody else's iPhone who happened to be in the vicinity.
So anyway, we show up at Beaumont tonight. What's the sound guy's name? Craig.
So it turns out I was right. I was just a day early.
Fucking Nostradamus on bass.
As long as we've been playing, how long has it been, Chad? 8 o'clock? 8:15? We've been around, this is our 20th year together, myself and Craig and the bass here. 20 years together. I've told more lies about this young fella on the bass in 20 years. Yeah, that's absolutely true. That's the one thing I'm going to say tonight, that's the absolute truth. I have told more lies about this fella, and he's got laid every single time I told one, so.
This was a really great night, and we always have a great time at Logon Cafe, but this was a particularly really fun night. And we were talking with Chantel, the owner of Logon Cafe, after the show, that we really want to try to get out here a lot more often. We've always had fun playing in Beaumont, we really have. Blaggards' history with Beaumont goes all the way back to the original lineup. The original lineup with Brian Vogel, Terry Royseth, Terry on fiddle, Brian on drums, Patrick and myself. Our first gig in Beaumont was at a place called the Vortex, which is long gone now. Really great little punk rock club. And they were around for a while, and we played there a few more times after that with subsequent lineups, I think up through 2008. But they eventually closed, and somehow we got in touch with Logon Cafe. I can't remember how we found out about Logon initially, but I think I want to say maybe we played there for the first time back in 2014, 2015, something like that. So, yeah, I can't wait to get back. It was a really good time. Toast to Bar was really fun, too. Man, Patrick may have already talked about them, but goddamn, really great bands that night. We had Crushing Plains, and we had Honeycut Southern. Also, both those bands really great. But you know, I have to say, the band that completely blew my mind was the band that played after us, Symblem. Very interesting name. They are fucking astounding. And just the nicest guys too. But you know, 4-piece band, 2 guitars, bass, drums, and all the guys in the front, both guitarists and the bass player, they all sing, and they all sing well. And I mean, they all sing lead. They're doing 3-part harmonies and stuff, but they're all singing lead songs too. They're trading off lead vocals. It's incredible. You don't really often see that in bands anymore. You know, Patrick and I will trade vocals occasionally, and I'll sing maybe 3 songs in an evening. You know, I'm sort of like the auxiliary pitcher. You know, I'm not really, I do sing lead, but I'm not the lead singer, you know what I'm saying? This was a different kind of thing. There was no one guy that you could say, oh, he's the lead singer. Kind of like the Beatles. And you just don't see bands like that very often. Because the chemistry, it's not easy to get a chemistry like that in a band to actually work. God, they're so good. So I highly recommend you check them out. Symblem. I hope that we cross paths with them again very soon. And again, the other bands were great. I'm just saying, Symblem was fucking on another level. They just were absolutely incredible.
Anyway, wonderful night, Beaumont, Texas. Logon Cafe, look it up. Look it up. Log it on.
Thanks for watching, y'all.
All right, say no to them drugs. Thanks for listening.
We will see y'all next week.
SlapperCast, episode 261. It's a lot of fun. These guys are really, really quiet tonight. I like that.
Good night.
Y'all be good. Cheers.
Bye.